Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Professor Mikhail.
Coach Luke.
And today we're going to be talking about the Kesa Gatame. This is, or affectionately known as the scarf hold for some of you catch wrestlers, or whatever, or head and arm choke. It doesn't matter. It just matters that you know that the technique works. We're going to get started on it right now.
I'm okay. I just had a little fight with a couple of Japanese ninjas.
Your technique is weak, but this could be strong.
Okay guys, so let's get started. The Kesa Gatame is a really interesting type of side mount, right? Whereas we have a lot of classical side mounts where we have a lot of head control, the Kesa Gatame looks at the head control in a slightly different way, all right? Instead of having this underhook or something like that, for the Kesa Gatame, I'm gonna go over the head, and I'm gonna make sure I bring my leg under his shoulder. This is actually a detail that a lot of people forget. They have the shoulder down to the ground, which means he has a lot of mobility, which otherwise you definitely don't want. And he's almost to my back. You don't want that. So if you're doing the Kesa Gatame and you keep getting your back taken, a big part of it is probably because the shoulder is not raised up. So now when he tries to take my back, he's stuck. All right, now that being said, let's talk about some fine details, right? And I don't mean, there you go, fine details around how to make this a much tighter and more effective and efficient position for you. And I'm gonna talk about submissions in a second, but remember, with me, the algorithm is position, transition, submission. A lot of people say position before submission, but that is weird and incomplete. So position, transition, submission. Let's talk about the position first. That being said, you'll notice the action here, because jiu-jitsu, a lot of it is about mobility. People think position and they think, I hunker down into one spot, right? So when we talk about mobility, I want my small pinky toe to really be where the action is, right here, and my heel turned up. So when I feel like I'm in trouble, I can open my leg, right, in order to keep and maintain this position, right? Next thing that's really important, I like to make sure my shoulder, this is not an active shoulder, rather. Boom, this is an active shoulder. Not active, active. He can move, hard to move, right? Which makes me turn and open up. You can notice my rear heel is off the ground, right, and in line. I see a lot of people doing this technique with a lazy leg, and I'm gonna tell you right now why. This is really important. If your coach can't tell you why, right, they either don't know, there's a language barrier, or they don't wanna tell you. That being said, look, if a big person tries to move me in this direction, right, I have no support. Look, there's no physical structural support, which is why it's important, boom, to have one leg up. Oh, wait, you felt that, didn't you?
Yes,
right?
Sir.
Boom, now I can push into his body to hold him down without going over his hips so that I get reversed, which we're gonna make a video about as well. That being said, now I'm in a good spot, and I wanna make an acute angle. We're not gonna talk too much about how to escape yet, but when he wants to put his hand on my face to make me, for him to escape, I don't want that, so I'm gonna make an acute angle, right? So now I'm in a really tight position, all right? Now this is creating your Kesa Gatame, or scarf hold, or head and arm, whatever you wanna call it. Now this is a really important concept. Now, I don't mind this grip as much. I like this is a very classic grip. But you can also grip underneath the elbow, especially for real big boys, where you have huge behemoth arms. So you make sure you have a nice tight control on this arm, and you're still just as good and very close to some more chokes. I'm sure some people might notice that in the comment section, right? That being said, now we've talked about the position, let's talk about the transition. This is, the type of submissions we're talking about here are mostly upper body submissions, right? Which means you have a lot of really awesome opportunities. And I'm gonna cycle through a few of them right now to just give you an idea of where options are available. I would say one of the harder ones to understand, because it has very small, intricate details, is gonna be the arm bar, right? There's the arm bar, and a lot of people think I'm just throwing my leg over his arm, right, and I'm pushing down, which you notice he's not tapping. There's no tap. It's because I have to turn this heel up, boom, and activate my hamstring in order to turn that one on. It looks easy from the outside, but it's not as easy as you might think it is because there are small details inside of how to affect this position. A more easy technique for you to do, right, happens to be the Americana from this position. Now, classically, Americanas have to happen on the opposite side of where your hips are. In this situation, they can happen on the same side. Now, here I am. All I have to do is push this arm down, and a lot of people just want to push it down and then push it underneath. That's hard! Don't do that! Okay? So instead, I'm just gonna push it down, get it to where it needs to be. Look, it's not all the way down. It doesn't have to be perfect. I open up my leg, boom, and there's my Americana. If they resist, up, then I just push the arm across. Excellent, and I can turn on a choke. But right now, I'm about to give you a combination that you're gonna love. You're gonna absolutely love. You're gonna send me a comment. If you love this, send me a comment in the comment section below, and you're gonna say, I love this. We know what this is. Right, so here we are. I push my arm down. I trap the arm. I don't have to complete the arm bar. Don't have to complete it, right? I was like, oh, the arm bar doesn't work for me. I'm having a hard time. Don't worry about it, right? I'm gonna go underneath. I'm gonna grab my bicep. Boom, excellent. If you wanna really make it tight, you have a gi on, grab the material. Boom, excellent. You go down. Look at my elbow. Here I am, and I bring my elbow to my thumb. Boom. You ever go night-night? You ever go night-night? Right? That's a good solid choke from that position. Very hard to take your back, very hard to defend. All right? Even if the person might have more experience than you, as long as you keep it together and keep an acute angle, you're gonna love it. All right? Now with that, that is our explanation and introduction into Kesa Gatame. If you have any other questions around Kesa Gatame or Kesa Gatame submissions, please put it inside of our comment section below, and I'm gonna finish choking out Coach Luke. Nope, you're going night-night.